Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tiffin Calvert Gymnasium, the site of tonight's SBC River matchup between the Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the new Riegel Blue Jackets. I'm Nate Mullins on the call tonight with the Wizard, Greg Kinn, and we've got Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. Thanks for tuning in here with us. We are just about set for the tip-off, brought to you by Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. But first, let me run through all of our sponsors and thank them for allowing us to be here, because folks, without them, we wouldn't be here, trust me. We're going to say thank you to our halftime show sponsors, Cadet Mexican Restaurant, our post-game show sponsor, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Timeouts tonight brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Once again, our opening tip brought to you by Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. Free throws brought to you by Buckeye IT Services. Your keys to the game brought to you by Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations. And our player of the game brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments, as well as Plasonite 3D printing. Let's thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here tonight on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks to Studio Squared, Mullins Entertainment, 5-Star Maintenance, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Clouse Electric, DeWald Family Farms, Feasel's Frame and Collision, and Burns Electric. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And we're just about ready for the opening tip brought to you by Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. Tiffin Calvert coming in at 14-4, 12-2 in the SBC River. Meanwhile, New Riegel comes in tonight at 11-4, 9-4 in league play. So we're just about set for this one. Figures to be a great matchup here between two familiar foes as Tiffin Calvert controls the opening tip. Once again brought to you by Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., one of our proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Greg, it feels great to be back here in Tiffin Calvert.
Oh, I always love coming here. I love coming up in the little upper section they have here for us. It's always set up so nicely, and you get a great view up here.
It's a beautiful view up here, beautiful facility. And Flores drives to the basket. That one no good. We'll go through the five on the floor for each team in just a moment. But we'll talk about the keys to the game brought to you by Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations. As Tiffin Calvert on the offensive end here, we'll talk about them first. Keys to the game for Calvert, shooting 53.4% field goal percentage. That leads the SBC coming into this one. 33.2% from three-point arc. That's tied for second in the SBC. Tonight, they need to take care of the basketball, and they need to find a way to get it down low to the big man. That's Gavin Wagner, the meat wagon, as he's called there for the offensive foul. Travel called on Wagner, so it'll turn the ball over. No score, 7:18 left here in the first quarter. Now, as far as New Riegel goes, keys to the game for them coming in tonight, shooting 50.8% from the floor. That's good for third in the SBC. 33.2%, well, that's tied with Calvert for second in the SBC. As they get the first basket of the game to go, that one's number one, Carson Paul with the shot, and he gets it to go. 2-0 New Riegel.
Also for New Riegel for keys, Nate, then you mentioned, I believe you said they were the second in the SBC for scoring in their division.
Yes.
And then they're very high up there in defense as well, correct?
That is correct.
League games.
In league games, they only give up about 31.5 points per game. This is a very stingy defense led by longtime coach Dave Losey, as we're going to get a timeout on the floor. But yes, Greg, that's a great point. This stingy defense for New Riegel, that's kind of the calling card for Dave Losey over the years. Every team, they're going to play you tough, they're going to play you physical, but most of all, they're going to be sound on the defensive end of the floor. And they've showed that, having won 8 of their last 9 games coming into this one.
Yeah, for them, you just got to keep doing what's gotten you to this point. And for Calvert, you have to recognize that and figure out a way to work against that. You can't be letting them hold you to 30 points in this game.
Absolutely not.
You're going to win it that way.
So once again, for New Riegel, I think the key to the game, push the ball. Try to get the points in transition. For Tiffin Calvert, you get them a chance to get into their half-court set. You know, Calvert can kind of get you caught up in their defensive scheme. But what you want to do if you're New Riegel, try to get points in transition. I think that's going to be the key to the game. Once again, brought to you by Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations. Kick out, right wing for Kevin Ardner. He drives the baseline, puts it up and under, puts it in.
Nice. Some impressive moves right there to get that one into the basket.
Absolutely. Ardner gets his first basket of the game. And we tied up at 2. Shot at the basket is no good. Gavin Wagner grabs the rebound for Tiffin Calvert. Reese Goshi, post for New Riegel, misses the shot. Ardner, wraparound pass, finds Carter Wolf in the corner for 3, no good. And they tip it back out to Wolf. Jacob Rumback with the tip. Now he has it at the free throw line. Works his way into the paint, puts the shot up, no good, but he draws the foul, as that's going to put him at the line. He's going to draw the foul on number 1. That's Carson Paul called for the foul. And that's the first team foul on New Riegel. Comes at the 5:45 mark here in the first quarter. Tied at 2 apiece. Jacob Rumback at the Buckeye IT Services free throw line. Knocks down the first. That was pure. Whew. And Rumback, 2 for 2.
Nice.
Got them both. Calvert on top, 4-2. New Riegel brings it into the forecourt. 5 on the floor for New Riegel. Currently, that works its way down to Reese Goshi. Also on the floor, number 21, Matthew Flores. We also have number 24, Shane Jones, number 3, Brody Homan, and number 1, Carson Paul. That's your starting 5 for New Riegel. Wagner had that one nearly turned that one over.
I think he was trying to pass it to his other teammate. And the one in between them got his hand on it, I think is what happened there.
Yeah, you're right.
But way to get control back of that one and get it in.
Carter Wolf with the corner 3, knocks it down. And there's a nice shot from Reese Goshi as he gets that one over the defense of the Meat Wagon. And it's 7-6, Calvert leading by 1. Ardner turns it over. Has a nice poke away there by Brody Homan. Carson Paul kicks it out. Jones now over to Brady Homan. Goshi back out to Homan. It's poked away. It's on the floor, and Carson Paul digs it out. Gets it back for the Blue Jackets. 4:29 left here in the first quarter. Senecas leading by 1. Of course, Shane Jones out there. Junior guard. That one no good. And a rebound grab by Gavin Wagner.
Doing a great job of moving the ball around down there, though.
Ardner out to Wolf. Now for Tiffin Calvert, your 5 on the floor. Number 20, Jacob Rumback. Number 24, Gavin Wagner. 11, Kevin Ardner. 12, Carter Wolf. And you got number 33, Caden Otterbacher. That's your starting 5 for the Tiffin Calvert Senecas. Kevin Ardner, three-pointer is no good. And Flores grabs the rebound. Down the floor,
that pass.
Jones with the finish.
What a pass, just enough to get it in there over everybody to his teammate.
I'll tell you what, I remember Shane Jones. That name is very familiar to me, Greg, because you remember him on the diamond. That young man, he can really deal.
Yeah, usually when you got yourself an athlete like that, you don't just hear of him once during the season.
Absolutely. Wagner out to Wolf from 3. Bang! Gavin Wagner with the assist, finding Carter Wolf. And Wolf's got 2 from beyond the arc. He's 2 for 2, or 2 for 3 from the three-point arc. Jones to Paul, loses it, and a run back with the steal. Otterbacher, down low to Wagner. Wagner puts it up, no good. Rebound grab by Reese Goshi. Nice defense down low by Goshi there. And Jones with it on the right perimeter. Out to Paul from the elbow. No. Rebound grab by Carter Wolf. That long reach. Able to go up there and snag that one. The 6'3 junior. Now Otterbacher with the drive and finishes at the basket. Caden Otterbacher. That's his first basket of the ball game. Everybody except for the Meat Wagon in the scoring column now, Greg. That's not usually how they start the game, but he's going to get his.
You can see both these
teams. What a pass down low. Carson Paul.
Both these teams playing extremely well to start this one off, totally just feeling each other out, trying to figure out what's going to work here.
What a beautiful pass from Paul to Flores. Ardner kicks it out, Otterbacher.
Yeah, and you have to see some of these incredible passes when you got defense like this in your face.
Yeah. 12-10, Calvert leading by 2, 1:45 left here in the first quarter. Ardner with it on the right wing. And that one poked away.
Nice job.
Paul with the steal, and he steps on the baseline. So he had the steal there, but unable to keep himself in bounds as he was trying to work that transition basket, Greg. That's what I was talking about. That's the key for New Riegel here tonight. They got to push the ball, try to get it in transition. I think Paul just had his eyes up the floor a little too quick.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Great job of getting in there and getting that one, but you got to keep your eyes focused on where you're at on the court.
You can't be looking down, obviously, when you're walking.
Right.
But, I mean,
just
got to be aware.
Trust me, I couldn't do it. I'm not.
Greg's like, what are you talking about? I got to look down when I walk.
I can't even dribble a basketball.
A three-point shot, no good. As that one was Logan Ritzler.
Oh.
And they work the ball around, top of the three-point arc. Into the game now, Alec Homan for New Riegel, as well as Aiden Faith. For Tiffin Calvert, Harrison Schultz into the game now, as well as, I believe that's Logan Ritzler. They don't have him. They don't have a three on the roster, and Otterbacher with the steal puts it up. No, but a foul will earn him a trip to the free throw line. Foul's going to go on number 4, Alec Homan. That's the second team foul here in the first quarter. Puts Caden Otterbacher at the Buckeye IT Services free throw line. Got the first one to go.
I love how some of these guys just come out here and they nail these free throws like they do it in their sleep.
Oh,
like it ain't even nothing. Like not everybody's watching them. Like the stress ain't on them.
Right.
Cool as can be.
Woo. Cucumber, AKA cool as A. Right? Isn't that what Tommy says?
So smooth.
New Riegel with the possession. Inside of 30 seconds now here in the first quarter. Matthew Flores with it, pulls it back to the logo. Homan now gives it off to Jaden Nye.
Trying to get some bodies moving around here.
Flores nearly lost it, gets it back.
Oh.
Now he turns it over, it goes out of bounds.
Like a little miscommunication there.
Yep.
Like he looked like he was going to pass it to his teammate, and his teammate was like, where are you passing that to? That's all it takes, though, is just mishandling the dribble like that. Throws you off completely.
Schultz for three.
Oh.
No. And that is the end of the first quarter. Tiffin Calvert leading New Riegel 14-10. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Let Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacation, take the stress out of booking your next getaway. Specializing in family and group vacations, as well as adults-only trips, Heather can also help you with booking your dream destination wedding. Most trips are planned at no additional cost to you, and you'll have her support both pre-travel and in-destination with every step of the way. Book your next dream getaway now. Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos. And we're back here at Tiffin Calvert Gymnasium getting ready to start the second quarter as Tiffin Calvert leading New Riegel 14-10. Tiffin Calvert sitting in number 2 spot in the SBC River, tied for that second spot with Old Fort. Of course, the Stockaders coming off a couple of losses last week as they lost to Hopewell, conceding that top spot in the SBC River. We were there for that one.
What a game that one was.
Dom and Zach got lucky to be over there for that one with Connor. Obviously, Connor's going to be there. It's a Hopewell game.
I'm talking about coming down to the wire. That was classic definition of it right there. If you didn't catch that one, do yourself a favor and go back and watch it.
Absolutely. And Flores is going to get called for the offensive foul. Nice job by Harrison Schultz getting in there and just kind of setting his feet and doing the dirty work. And the first team foul on New Riegel comes at the 7:45 mark here in the second. Carter Wolf, the full court press here now.
I was just going to say, look at that smothering defense already trying to.
And that one turned over.
Whoa. Oh, no, again miscommunication.
New Riegel turns it over.
Like
Senecas gets ball back.
It's like he went to grab it and thought, oh, the guy behind me is going to get it. And then the guy behind him said, oh, he's got it.
Yeah, right.
And neither one of them went after it.
Otterbacher in the backcourt brings it into the forecourt now for Tiffin Calvert. Carter Wolf gives it off to Rumback at the elbow. Down low for Wagner. Nearly lost it, and he does. Flores with the steal.
Thought that one was going out of bounds for a minute. Good job to wrangle that one in.
Down low, Carson Paul kicks it out. The pull-up on the shot, no good from Nye.
Wolf down there just putting them big arms up in everybody's face.
Alec Holman. Now, Jaden Nye with it. Trying to get it down low. Gets it down low for Faith. That one, no good. Nice defense by Carter Wolf.
Face again
That's right.
I think there was at least 3 shots there that he said, nope, nope, nope.
Schultz cut off, but he kicks it out to Otterbacher. Now down low, they work it down to Wagner. Back out Wolf, another 3. No, off the back of the rim. Wolf now 2 for 4 from beyond the arc tonight. Paul gives it off to Flores.
Oh, look at that.
Poked away. Nice defense once again by Carter Wolf.
He come right past him. Wolf just like, whoop.
And a foul from behind. It's going to go on Alec Holman. And that'll be his second foul here in the first half. Holman's going to have to take a seat with those 2 fouls. Shane Jones comes back into the game for New Riegel. 6:09 left here in the first half. Senecas leading 14-10. Starting 5 back on the floor for Tiffin Calvert. Down low, Wolf. Put it up off the glass and put it in. Ooh. Carter Wolf. He's got 8 of the 16 points for Tiffin Calvert here in the first half. Drive to the basket. Blocked. But a foul on the block. It's going to get called on Gavin Wagner.
See him trying to return the favor there, trying to drive to the lane himself. And, I mean, that's how you're gonna have to play to get points against either one of these teams here. It does not look easy by any means.
We talked about that New Riegel defense coming into this one. They lead the SBC by a wide margin in steals per game. As for a team, they're averaging 10.8 steals per game.
I've seen quite a few good steals from both sides here tonight, but
yeah,
it's been some good defense. Ooh, he gets the second one to go there.
Also, another interesting stat: they lead in blocks as well, averaging almost 3 blocks a game. And you don't have a player on the roster over 6'2". Oh, another 3 for Carter Wolf. He's got 3 from beyond the arc.
Again, just I see some great passing here to get around these steals that New Riegel's trying to implement. Getting in the way there, and the way that they're passing this ball looks kind of crazy, looks kind of wild, but they're getting it to the right spots, and you've seen it there.
3-pointer, no good, and the putback is there for Reese Goshi. Otterbacher with it into the forecourt. Cross court, Ardner pulls up, 3-pointer, bang! 22-13, Calvert on top, inside of 5 minutes to play. Cross court, that's Holman, drives to the basket, spin move, nice shot, but no good on the finish.
I tell you, no bias here, Nate, but I wanted that one to go in. It was smooth looking. A little twist around there.
Timeout called by New Riegel. We'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. We'll use this time to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. Thank you to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, Studio Squared, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Buckeye IT Services, UIS Insurance and Investments, Plasonite 3D Printing, Mullins Entertainment, Heather Hunker, Travel Advisor with Magical Moments Vacations, 5-Star Maintenance, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Clouse Electric, DeWald Family Farms, Feasel's Frame and Collision, and Burns Electric, all proud sponsors with us here, right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. I got to give a shout out here, Greg, on the broadcast, because I got a friend of mine who's been working with Isaac. He just started working with a personal trainer recently. He's trying to put some weight on in the offseason. He wants to play more football next year. He wants to try to get some varsity minutes. And, you know, him being an undersized guy, I told him, you're going to have to get some weight on. It's got to be healthy muscle. Like, you're not just going to sit around and eat cookies and snacks all summer.
Right.
It's got to be healthy muscle. So he's working with a local strength trainer, Josh Landers Strength Syndicate. Got to give him a shout out because, man, this has just been a refreshing experience. The guy is just really easy to work with. And Isaac is just so pumped to go to every single session with him. He's really cool with the kids. He identifies with a lot of these kids. He's the strength coach for the Tiffin Columbian wrestling team. Also Fostoria's wrestling team as well. Oh, nice. 3-point shot there by Carson Paul. But once again, big shout out to Josh Landers with Landers Strength Syndicate. If you're looking for somebody to get your son or daughter some healthy weight added, maybe you just want to work with, you know, a strength trainer, just adding some strength. Maybe even not, you don't want to add some weight, you just want to add some strength. Definitely the guy to talk to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you got yourself a football player, now's the time to start getting ready for football season. It seems far away, but it's not really, you know?
Absolutely, 100%. Shane Jones takes the outlet pass, puts it up off the glass, and puts it in. And the Blue Jackets trim that deficit down to just a 4-point game now. Senecas had an 8-point lead at one point now, down to just 4, and Blue Jackets cut that in half. And Greg, you know, I said the key to the game for Calvert was try to get the ball down low, but New Riegel has done a great job of denying that for Tiffin Calvert.
Oh, absolutely.
Gavin Wagner's still sitting there with a goose egg in the scoring column, and we're just not used to seeing that. And I think you're starting to see the frustration on the face of Gavin because he wants to get going, and these guys they're trying to get the ball down low to him, but New Riegel's doing a great job of just denying that entry pass.
Shows that they came in here prepared tonight. They knew what they were up against.
Woo! Shane Jones!
My goodness.
And it's a 1-point ball game.
I thought that one was going to go up and hit the rafters. Did you see the arc on that one?
Yeah, and it didn't it barely even touched the net. I mean, that was what you call tickled the twine.
And I mean, you know, and he had to shoot it that way because you saw the hand in his face. He had to get it up. Beautiful shot.
Ardner had his pass stolen away.
He tried to shoot that one over his teammate. There's about 4 forearms there in his way.
And that's going to be out of bounds on Tiffin Calvert. Run back. Had that one go off his leg. Logan Ritzler checks back in for Tiffin Calvert.
1-point game right here.
Wow.
Just like that.
Senecas led 22-14. It is now 22-21, and New Riegel with the possession, chance to take the lead here. Jones kicks it out to Carson Paul. Paul working on Wolf's defense.
Just looking for a shot, looking for somebody to get open.
Carson Paul into the paint, kick out. Holman, Brody Holman. Down low, Reese Goshi. Spin move, blocked by the meat wagon. Man, let's see if that gets him going here. Otterbacher into the paint, up with the shot. Goodness. That was smooth. Wow. Caden Otterbacher now with 6 points here tonight. Senecas lead by 3. 1:45 left here in the first half. Jones turns it over but gets it back. Pulls up and knocks it down. That was wet. Woo. Otterbacher brings it into the forecourt now for Tiffin Calvert. Shane Jones applying stifling defense.
I don't know how he stayed on his feet there. It looked like they were going so fast his feet were going to slip out underneath him.
Ritzler's three is no good. Yeah, it was almost looking like he was running on the side of his feet.
Yeah.
Hand off to Jones. No good.
Ooh.
Rebound grabbed by Paul under the basket. Turn around, put it up, put it in. The Blue Jackets on a 9-0 run take the lead. 25-24 inside of a minute to play.
What happened during that timeout, Nate?
Dave Losey lit the fire. Otterbacher gives it off to Carter Wolf. Wolf. Now back to Otterbacher. Down to 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Seneca is led by as many as 8, now trailed by 1. Looks like they're trying to control this one for the last possession. We'll see if they are successful here. Shane Jones just been doing a great job, little bulldog on defense, but he is called for the reach-in foul there. That'll be his first, and the third team foul on New Riegel. 14.7 seconds left. Otterbacher in the backcourt. Brings it over the timeline. Driving. Right wing for Ardner for 3. In and out.
Oh, my goodness.
And a rebound grab by Paul. Full court shot. Oh, wow. Off the backboard. No good.
I thought that was going to go through the backboard. You know how hard that hit?
All right. That's going to do it for the first half as New Riegel takes a 1-point lead into the locker room on the strength of a 9-0 run to end the second quarter. It's 25-24 New Riegel. We'll be right back with the halftime show. Right after this, you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
Buckeye IT Services is a trusted partner for cybersecurity, fully managed and co-managed IT support. Municipalities, financial organizations, and mature businesses turn to them to eliminate IT stress and enable growth. Visit BuckeyeIT.com today to start your partnership. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Once again, ladies, congratulations on your back-to-back state competition appearances. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Baldwin ball toss. We will start throwing at 6 minutes and 45 seconds. And you will have 1:45. Begin. Number 22. All right, kiddos, you guys want to help clean up? Only your rooms were that easy.
All right, and we're back here at Tiffin Calvert Gymnasium, getting ready to start the second half as New Riegel leads Tiffin Calvert 25-24. Want to give a big shout out and a thank you to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, our halftime show sponsor. Also, the destination for my wife's birthday dinner last night, as that was the place that she wanted to go.
I was going to say, also, Nate, I did see again tonight.
Yes,
they were offering to come on out, watch the game out there. You get a free appetizer.
There you go. So if you haven't had dinner yet, if you're still thinking about what you're going to do, head on out to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, sit at the bar, order some food, and they're going to give you an appetizer for free, or on us, if you will. So just tell them that Heart of Ohio Sports sent you out there. Once again, you get a free appetizer at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Getting ready to start the second half here. And Tiffin Calvert closed that second half, giving up a 9-0 run to New Riegel as the Blue Jackets took the lead into the locker room. Greg, this second half, for Tiffin Calvert, they got to find a way right there. 4 defenders on Gavin Wagner down low. You got to capitalize on that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you get that, you draw all the defenders to him, but you've got to be able to hit those shots that they leave open for you.
They hit a couple of them early with Carter Wolf taking advantage of that wide open opportunity. But once again, run back with it. And the Blue Jackets are giving them the perimeter. But as you see, they're double teaming Gavin Wagner down on the block. As Carter Wolf pulls up from the free throw line and knocks that one down.
That's got to feel good. That's the first points in how many minutes now, Get things rolling the right way here in the second half.
And that one poked away, stolen by Caden Otterbacher. Down low, it's poked out of bounds. The last touch by New Riegel. Well, Tiffin Calvert will get the ball back. 7:02 left here in the third. They retake the lead.
Well, it's a good thing the band wasn't up there tonight. That one might have went up in the band room with them. The basketball shot all the way up on the wall there.
I really got to give a shout out to the band because, Greg, have you ever heard this band sound this good? No offense to any of the previous bands that we've covered, but I think this is probably the best I've ever heard Tiffin Calvert's pep band.
Oh, absolutely. Before the game started here, when they were playing during the first game there, I looked down at Austin. I said, I'm looking for the band. I thought for a minute it was a recording.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see them up in their usual nest up there. And I could hear them, but they sounded real good. And I looked over and I said, oh, derp, they're right here behind me.
And I love that the ambience of that, having them up there in the nest. But honestly, the feel of having them up here and the sound inside the gymnasium, it almost sounds better when they're up here in the stands with us.
They're definitely sounding good tonight.
Absolutely. Big shout out to band director Victor Welsh. He's done an outstanding job since taking over here at Tiffin Calvert. Gavin Wagner.
Again with like 3 guys on.
Yeah. Ardner up and under, no. Rebound grabbed by Carson Paul. Blue Jackets looking to push. Transition basket. Off the rim, no. Wagner grabs the rebound. So, Wagner might not be contributing on the offensive end because of the defense, but on the defensive end, he's definitely been playing his part. But they're a turnover as the Blue Jackets get the steal. Brody Holman hands it off to Flores. Now Carson Paul with it on the right wing. Starting lineups back into the game for both teams here.
That's a nice pass there.
Oh, nice find by Shane Jones, but Reese Goshi unable to finish. Jacob Rumback out to Otterbacher. Now Caden Otterbacher.
This is a very much so like the start of this game. It took them a while to find any real points to get this one started, and that's how they start here in the second half.
Absolutely, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Jacob Rumback. First foul of the third quarter for Tiffin Calvert. Comes at the 5:12 mark here. Checking in for Tiffin Calvert, Harrison Schultz and Logan Ritzler. Carson Paul works it down low to Reese Goshi. Had it poked away, but Shane Jones with the recovery.
That's a nice save over there.
Flores bodies up Otterbacher. Gets the space he needed to get that one to go. Oh, that was nice.
Gave him the old check, step back, put it in.
Little shoulder check.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Behind the back from Otterbacher. Harrison Schultz to run back down below. Puts it up. No, but he's fouled under the basket.
Oh. About took out another player in a ref there, too.
Jacob Rumback draws the foul. Reese Goshi picks up his first. And run back.
Oh, my goodness.
Unable to get the first one to go.
That's not even real, is it? That doesn't happen. Come on. Come on.
And he got the second one to go. It is tied at 27 apiece here in the third quarter. Run back checks out of the game. Carson Paul working on Wolf. And held ball. Possession arrow still with the Blue Jackets, so they'll keep possession. Holman looking to inbound. Under the basket. Jones.
Oh, look at that.
Feeds Goshi. Goshi out to Paul. Thought about a three. Now Brody Holman with it. Gives it back to Paul. Carson Paul had it poked out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch by Tiffin Calvert.
Yeah.
Paul over to Holman.
Wow.
Brody Holman.
Whew.
His first basket of the game.
That's skill right there. You get the pass, turn around, you have half a second to look at where you're shooting the ball and nail it. Impressive.
That gives the Blue Jackets the lead. Otterbacher under the basket, put it up, put it
Nice.
off the glass.
Looked like he hesitated on his way there, and they said, you know what, I think that's open enough. Let's go.
Ooh, nice steal from Carter Wolf. Into the paint, up with the shot, no. Schultz grabs the rebound, put it up, no. But he is fouled. The Magic Man Harrison Schultz earns himself a trip to the free throw line. Schultz unable to get that one to go. Now, Greg, it was kind of odd to see him not in the starting lineup tonight, because usually Harrison Schultz is the starter for Tiffin Calvert. Now, we haven't covered him. Myself, I haven't covered them in a couple games, so I haven't seen the recent adjustments to the lineup. But Harrison Schultz comes into this one averaging 10.8 points per game. Now Calvert takes the lead 30-29.
Timeout here.
And a timeout called. First timeout's brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. We'll use this time to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here, right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, Studio Squared, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Buckeye IT Services, UIS Insurance and Investments, Plasonite 3D Printing, Mullins Entertainment, Heather Hunker, Travel Advisor with Magical Moments Vacations, 5-Star Maintenance, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Clouse Electric, Feasel's Frame and Collision, and Burns Electric, all proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Carter Wolf leading all scorers with 13 points here tonight. Caden Otterbacher chipping in with 8.
You know, we took a moment to thank our sponsors there, Nate, and I believe, aren't we getting ready for some tournament play here?
That's absolutely
so
right.
We'll be taking on some new sponsors, and you know how it goes. If you want to be on board, just hit us up.
That's right. Send us a message here on whatever app you happen to be watching. If you're watching on Facebook, send us a message on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, well, why don't you send us an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com, or you can just, give us a phone call, 567-207-5041, and get on board with the winning team here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Tournament basketball play coming up here in just a couple weeks.
Ooh.
Pass stolen away. Wow. Nice steal by Harrison Schultz. Senecas push it.
Oh, wow.
Wolf loses it.
Oh.
Jones had it stripped away, and the Blue Jackets keep it.
I just keep noticing little miscommunications here tonight from both teams, Nate.
Yeah.
Where somebody's just a second off from where they think that their partner or their the teammates at.
Brody Holman drives the baseline, had it poked out of bounds. Last touch by Tiffin Calvert.
But, I mean, that's also what happens when you play a defense that's so smothering like this. Is they force those kind of mistakes. So.
Absolutely. They force you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah,
and that's where mistakes are made.
Yeah, you can see both teams when they're on offense are just kind of searching for, can I get somebody open? Can I get a shot around here?
Shane Jones, left wing three.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Jones with 12 points now for the Blue Jackets. Of course, he came in averaging 12, so he's sitting right at his scoring average for the year. Wolf on his way to the basket is fouled, and the shot counts. So Carter Wolf ties the game at 32 apiece, and he'll go to the line for a potential three-point play.
You know, they've been shutting down the meat wagon here tonight, but you see Carter Wolf, they got more than one big man out there on the floor. So.
Absolutely. And he's stepping up big time. Carter Wolf with 15 points here tonight for Tiffin Calvert. Make it 16.
Oh, yeah.
And the Senecas on top, 33-32. Alec Holman gives it off. And there's Faith.
Oh, wow.
No good on the shot. Gets it back, puts it up, puts it in. Aiden Faith puts the Blue Jackets back on top by one. Back and forth, third quarter of action here. Neither team wanting to concede.
You know, they've both been playing each other so closely. I'm surprised that Calvert had an 8-point lead or that New Riegel had a 9-point run.
Oh, Otterbacher!
Because this one has been a tight game.
Yeah. Caden Otterbacher with 11 points. Of course, he's usually the facilitator. He's the tone setter for this team. He's only averaging, like, not even a point per game. No, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong. He's averaging under 5 points per game, but here's sitting at 11. He's feeling it tonight, Greggy.
Yeah, I said, you know, speaking of Wolf, I said, you know, there's more than one big man down there. But Otterbacher, if you look at Otterbacher and you put him and the meat wagon side by side, they almost like exact duplicate there, you know?
Yeah. This entire lineup is long, as that one under the basket, no good by Flores. Nice feed. Oh, and a finish at the basket. Jaden Nye.
Second foul on Ritzler. His first, second, 9-9 to the bonus.
Opportunity for a three-point play here for Jaden Nye as he steps to the Buckeye IT Services free throw line and knocks that one down. 1 point ball game once again, 38-37. Inside of a minute to play here in the third. Caden Otterbacher brings it into the forecourt for the Senecas. Run back at the free throw line, gives it back to Carter Wolf. Wolf directing traffic here. Ardner.
Took a look at the clock there. Did you see that one?
Mm-hmm.
See what they can cook up here before the end of this period.
12 seconds left. Caden Otterbacher. 6. Otterbacher, no. Rebound. Grabbed under the basket, tipped out of bounds, last touched by Tiffin Calvert. So we've got 0.9 on the clock. Now that's enough to get a shot off, but the question is the defense going to allow them to get a shot off? Yep. Oh, off the front of the rim! What an effort there by Jaden Nye. Well, we go to the fourth quarter. Tiffin Calvert on top by one, 38-37. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt-Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, and we're back here. Tiffin Calvert Gymnasium. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you. And we've got Austin Rodriguez on the overhead cam. Thanks for tuning in with us here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
It's not the fifth period, I swear. That's not us to put that up there.
Right. No, it's the 10th period now, 0.
They're getting it there.
Tiffin Calvert has the possession coming out of the quarter break. Carter Wolf leading all scorers with 16 points. And that one poked out of bounds, last touch by New Riegel. Jaden Nye, the last to touch it. Caden Otterbacher. Carter Wolf driving, puts it up. No.
Oh.
Wagner had the rebound, but it's stripped. New Riegel pushing.
Nice
down
pass.
the floor, put it up. No!
Oh, wow.
On the floor, dugout. Otterbacher with it. And that one's stolen away. Jaden Nye with the steal. Otterbacher on defense, but a foul before the shot. Or no, they're going to say that is a shooting foul. So that'll put Nye at the line. I don't know, Greg. It looked like it came before he put that shot up, but nevertheless, Nye at the line, and he ties it up at 38 apiece.
I say hard telling, really, with the speed that they both broke down the court with there. He stepped right in front of that one and said, yoink.
And Jaden Nye knocks down both of them to put the Blue Jackets on top by 1, 39-38. Caden Otterbacher gives it off to Gavin Wagner.
These New Riegel defenders look like they got go-go gadget arms out there.
Right? Wagner draws a double team, kicks it down low for run back, and a push is going to get called on Carson Paul. That'll be his second and the second team foul. Oh no, the first team foul here in the fourth quarter. 6:43 left here in the ball game. Blue Jackets leading by 1. Otterbacher, Wagner, Wolf. Now back to Otterbacher for 3.
Nice. I was like, I'm not sure if he had enough time to even get a good look at that one, but he didn't need that much time, I guess. Nailed that one.
14 points now for Caden Otterbacher.
That was a quick shot.
Pass down low, denied by the rim. Otterbacher. Carter Wolf on the left wing. Gets it down low for Wagner. Wagner draws a triple team, kicks it out.
Again. They're not letting Wagner have anything
No,
underneath the
they don't
basket.
want him to get anything.
Look at that.
Yep, denied once again. Paul. And a poke from behind is going to result in a foul on Jacob Rumback.
That's some impressive defense, though, to be able to double and triple team one guy under the basket, but still make sure that everybody's covered somehow. I don't know how you do it. That's speed. That's talent. Good coaching, good plays.
Shane Jones takes the inbound. Drives to the basket, puts it up. No. Wolf with the rebound. Carter Wolf is going to get called for the offensive foul. Yeah, he's lucky he didn't get teched. He's lucky he didn't get teched up for that because he threw the ball at the official, and you got to watch that. You got to be careful.
No.
Especially that official, he doesn't take anything, Greg. He don't allow. He doesn't take it. I remember Travis Kinn yelling, and you remember that? You remember that?
It's very clear.
It's like, get him.
It's very clear that his hands were slippery with sweat, and the ball just slid out in the direction of the referee.
That's exactly what it was.
Exactly what I saw.
Flores with it. Senecas lead by 2. Shane Jones driving, puts it up, blocked by the meat wagon. Gavin Wagner.
Jones coming down to get his revenge. He says, no. You're not denying me and then going down here and getting.
Carter Wolf, right wing 3! Carter Wolf with 19 points. Senecas take a 5-point lead, and the Blue Jackets take a timeout. We'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. Let's use this time and thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. I want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, Studio Squared, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Buckeye IT Services, UIS Insurance and Investments, Plasonite 3D Printing, Mullins Entertainment, Heather Hunker, Travel Advisor with Magical Moments Vacations, 5-Star Maintenance, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Clouse Electric, Feasel's Frame and Collision, and Burns Electric. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Of course, Greg, when we talk about these fine sponsors, obviously I always try to encourage those of you listening and watching, go out there and tell them that we sent you. Tell these sponsors that their advertising dollars are working for them, because the only reason you're able to watch this game for free is because of them. And if they don't know it's working, they're not going to continue to advertise.
Right, absolutely. So you want to go out there and you want to show your appreciation that you get to sit at home and watch these recordings of your niece, your nephew, your grandson, your son, your daughter, whatever it may be. It's all because of them.
That's right. And one prominent sponsor on our list this year, Heather Hunker, Travel Advisor with Magical Moments Vacations. She recently had a client of hers that told her as a referral that they heard about her on Heart of Ohio Sports. So obviously, we love seeing stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Did we just see pretty sure that was
Right, yeah, it kind of looked like, yeah, like he definitely got his hand on it, and that one came up way short.
Ritzler, quick trigger on the 3, no good.
I thought from this angle looked like it went in.
It did. It looked like it was good, but
at the bottom of the net.
Flores, cut off by the defense, kicks it under the basket. Goshi's put up and put it in.
Unbelievable, Nate. How did he get that ball up there? There was at least 6 hands above him.
Reese Goshi with 8 points for the Blue Jackets. And New Riegel trailing by 3 now. Carter Wolf drives the baseline. Had it stolen away, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by, they're going to say it's last off of the Senecas.
Really?
I don't know. That looked like it was off of Flores.
Yeah. But I'm not down there, again, as we always say.
Exactly. I didn't see the last touch, so I thought I did.
From
but
here, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, absolutely. 4:03 left to play. Shane Jones. Kick out. Carson Paul spots up for 3.
Oh.
No. Wagner grabs the rebound for Tiffin Calvert, and a reach-in is going to be called on Reese Goshi. That'll be the 3rd team foul. Well, maybe. Unless they were really quick. No, they were really quick with that foul button. Wow, they are so fast with that. Usually I expect a little bit of a hesitation, but no, 2 team fouls on the Blue Jackets here in the fourth quarter. Inside of 4 minutes to play. 3-point ball game. Otterbacher had it poked away. Goshi goes up with it, puts it up and in, and it's a 1-point ball game.
You know, you talked about them leading in steals, Nate, and you're seeing it. Some of these steals are just nasty.
And it's just them playing the passing lanes.
Yeah,
they're not allowing any easy passes.
I was going to say, absolutely, just like they're reading their minds, predicting the future. They know where the ball's going to go.
And an offensive foul called on Gavin Wagner.
I'm not even sure what happened there. I didn't even see anybody touching anything.
I think they said it was a moving screen because his feet were moving, but I don't know. Wasn't a whole lot of contact.
Wagner definitely wasn't happy. What did you hear? He was like, come on.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot of contact.
That's right.
Flores, shot no good. Under the basket. tips it right to Caden Otterbacher. 1 point ball game. Ardner cross court to Wolf. Senecas have it inside of 3 minutes to play. 1 point lead, and they call a timeout. John Otterbacher wants to talk things over, and we'll keep it locked in right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors once again here in this 30-second timeout. Thanks to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, Studio Squared, Steinmetz, Signs and Graphic Inc., Buckeye IT Services, UIS Insurance and Investments, Plasonite 3D Printing, Mullins Entertainment, Heather Hunker, Travel Advisor with Magical Moments Vacations, 5-Star Maintenance, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Clouse Electric, Feasel's Frame and Collision, and Burns Electric. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. You know, another thing, Greg, Studio Squared is a sponsor that's listed here on that list. If you search Studio Squared on Google, you will now find our studio listed on Google Maps.
Oh, it's about time they got caught up with us. I've been writing them for months.
It's just now the next step is let's get it turned into a Pokestop, right?
Oh, it's happening. I already told you. I'm high enough level to nominate Pokestop, so it's going down.
All right. Tiffin Calvert coming out of the timeout. Otterbacher gives it off to Ardner. Ardner puts it up. No, but he's an offensive foul. Of course, there's no restricted area in high school basketball, but, I mean, Flores was right under that basket, but he planted those feet firm. And that's the 5th team foul against Tiffin Calvert. Comes at the 2:39 mark here in the 4th quarter. And now Harrison Schultz checking into the game for Tiffin Calvert.
Does that put us at the foul number where they get 2 shots automatically now?
That is correct. That puts New Riegel in the bonus. Paul, Jones.
Man, some of these passes are incredible to me.
Oh, what a find by Carson Paul.
Behind the back, around players, insane.
Reese Goshi with the finish. He's got 12 points. Otterbacher. Schultz. Back to Otterbacher. Pulls up on the right wing. No. Rebound. Under the basket, grabbed by Carson Paul, and a foul called on Jacob Rumback. Yeah, that's going to be a foul that put him at the free throw line. So the Blue Jackets with a chance to extend that lead out a little bit here. Leading by 1 with under 2 minutes to play. These Blue Jackets have really taken over here in these last couple minutes, Greg. It was a 44-39 game at that last timeout, or the timeout before Calvert took the timeout.
Well, and multiple times here tonight, they've just shown this ability to get behind by a little bit and just come catching right back up and taking the lead. It's really impressive.
Carson Paul at the free throw line. Unable to get the second one to go. And Otterbacher is going to get fouled. And Reese Goshi called for the foul. That's his 4th foul. So one more foul and his night is done. That's something to keep an eye on as he's been really effective down low against Gavin Wagner, holding him to 0 points here tonight. Calvert's leading scorer, scoreless.
Oh, I lost it there.
Schultz, right wing 3, no. Ardner with the tip, grabs the rebound, kicks it out. Otterbacher, down low, Wagner. Wagner puts it up, off the glass, and he puts it in. The meat wagon said, I'm done. I'm putting this in. And we're tied at 46 apiece with 1:15 to play. Shane Jones on the right wing. Out to Flores. Now Holman gets it down low for Carson Paul. And the Blue Jackets have it with 1 minute to play. Tied at 46. Shane Jones.
Oh, I'm getting nervous, Nate.
And a timeout called, as I think you weren't the only one getting nervous.
Yeah. The time just seemed like it was ticking extra fast, didn't it?
And that timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. It's going to be a full timeout. But, Greg, you want to talk about one heck of a ball game here between these two teams. Of course, earlier this year when they played each other, now this is obviously a very familiar matchup, but Tiffin Calvert, you know, there was a 10-point win in New Riegel when they played them earlier this year. You think that might be on the mind of the Blue Jackets here tonight?
Absolutely, and you've seen Calvert's ability to get, 8-point leads, 6-point leads, and so on and so forth. But New Riegel, they had a game plan coming into this one. They said, we know what they can do, and we got to counter that and stay right in it with them. And they've done a great job of that here tonight.
100%. Carter Wolf leading all scorers with 19 points. Gavin Wagner just got into the scoring column a minute ago with his first bucket of the game, but he's got at least 8 rebounds and a couple blocks, a couple steals.
You know that had to be part of the game plan coming in here tonight. That's no coincidence. It took him till just an hour to get his first points.
Coming into tonight, averaging 15.3 points per game. Second in the SBC. And the Blue Jackets have done an outstanding job here tonight of shutting him down. Brody Holman at the logo. Carter Wolf on defense. Looks like the Blue Jackets trying to hold this one for the last shot, Greg.
You hear the crowd in here. It's getting loud, Nate.
Uh-huh.
Both sides here.
20 seconds, now down to 16. Brody Holman. 10 seconds. Jones nearly lost it. That's going to be a double dribble.
Wow.
Jones picked it up and then put it back down.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. What a miscue in the most pivotal part of the game.
I was just going to say, you cannot make a mistake here. Right when that happened, I heard the old whistles blowing.
Timeout called by Tiffin Calvert. 6.6 seconds left. Tied at 46 apiece. What a ball game here tonight.
Not a single point in this one for either team has come easy. So I can't imagine 6.6 seconds. What do you draw up to get a point? get a shot off and get it in here.
Yeah.
You know that New Riegel's not allowing anything. It ain't happening.
Nope. And they have done just an outstanding job of denying anything down low. So
yeah, there's been no looks, no open shots.
I really feel like this is going to have to come from the perimeter.
That's the only thing I think that will even be remotely open for them. And if you're Calvert, you got to nail this one.
Carter Wolf will inbound. Otterbacher takes the inbound pass. 4 seconds. Schultz for 3. No!
Oh my goodness.
Rebound tip by Wolf, and that's going to do it for the regulation period as we are now going to overtime. 46-46.
Wow.
Greg, you knew we weren't going to be done before 8 o'clock. Come on now. Wow. Well, hey, folks, guess what? Bonus basketball here tonight on Heart of Ohio Sports.
I mean, you saw the way both these teams have played so far tonight. You almost think that it had to go this way. That 4 periods wasn't enough to decide a winner here in this one.
What a ball game here between these two SBC River rivals.
And this one's been so back and forth, so evenly matched that you don't even know what to expect here in this overtime. Who's still got more gas left in the tank?
That's exactly what it's going to come down to. Well, these Blue Jackets have been playing so tough on the defensive end of the floor. You got to ask, how much more gas do they have in that tank to finish this one out? Both of these teams coming into tonight winners of 8 out of their last 9 ball games. Both of these teams. So they're both playing with fire.
Yeah. But also, both could be running on fumes by this point.
That's exactly right.
Here after the whole game.
So we've played an entire 4 quarters of basketball, but we need another one to figure out who's going to win this one tonight. 4 minutes here in the overtime period. Tied at 46 apiece. Hey, Greg, you think that was a premonition when they went to the 5th period earlier?
I hope not, because I think they went all the way to the 9th.
No, don't do that.
They're just resetting the number. There we go.
And that opening tip of overtime brought to you by Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink. Carson Paul out to Brody Holman. They work it down low. Reese Goshi puts it up off the glass and puts it in. Goshi with 14 points now. Gives the Blue Jackets a 2-point lead. Ardner over to Wolf. Down low for Wagner. Wagner puts it up. Puts it in. Gavin Wagner. That's his second basket. The Blue Jackets now work it around. Carson Paul, cut off, kicks it out. And now Matt Flores. Oh, nice move by Flores, but no, he couldn't get it to go.
What a move.
Oh.
Out.
Had the defender fly by him, but just couldn't get it to go. Wagner down low. Offensive foul. It's going to go on Reese. It's going to go on Gavin Wagner. That'll be his third.
Trying to bully his way down under the basket there. It's a little bit too much.
So how do the fouls work in the overtime period?
You would think that they would reset, right?
Oh, they didn't.
They
Stolen
didn't.
away.
They didn't, but there was no shot.
Run back. Now Otterbacher down low for Wagner. Wagner, spin move, kicks it out. Ardner for three. No. Wagner grabs the loose ball. Under for Ardner, and he's fouled on the entry pass. Carson Paul's going to get called for the foul. That'll be his third and the fourth team foul on New Riegel.
Carson Paul, his third, team fourth.
Wagner.
Still trying.
Stolen by Paul. What a steal by Carson Paul.
He spun around there with that, and when he went up with the dribble, he just put his hand on top of the ball and said, I'll take that.
Yeah. Heads up play. Flores down low for Goshi. Out to Jones for three.
Green.
Woo! Shane Jones knocks down the three. Ardner, baseline. Run back out to Wolf for three. No!
Oh, that looks good for a moment.
Goshi grabs the rebound. Blue Jackets have it with a 3-point lead and a minute 30 to play here in the overtime period. Flores over to Jones. Jones out to Paul. Now Holman. And they work it around, just trying to play keep away here with that 3-point lead. Timeout called. Dave Losey wants to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. Just a 30-second timeout. Once again, we want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, Studio Squared, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink, Buckeye IT Services, UIS Insurance and Investments, Plasonite 3D Printing, Mullins Entertainment, Heather Hunker, Travel Advisor with Magical Moments Vacations, 5-Star Maintenance, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Clouse Electric, Feasel's Frame and Collision, and Burns Electric, all proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. 1 minute and 11 seconds left to play here in the overtime period. As the Senecas trail by 3, Blue Jackets with possession and trying to close this one out here, pick up a huge road win if they're able to pull this one off. Brody Holman looking to inbound. Carson Paul with it. And the Blue Jackets are just going to play keep away here, as that's when It's going to be a foul, reach-in foul on Caden Otterbacher. That'll be his second. That'll put Flores at the line. And Flores with just 4 points here tonight, averaging just under 13 a game coming into this one. As he gets that one to go, puts the Blue Jackets up by 4 with 1:02 left to play. It's going to be really hard for the Senecas to try to come back in this one, but it's not impossible. But the way this New Riegel Blue Jackets defense has been playing.
Yeah. 4 points in a minute. It's not looking good here in the way they played this game.
Yeah. And no good on the second. Wagner grabs the rebound, and we're inside of a minute to play here in overtime. Otterbacher spins. His shot is no good, but he draws the foul. As that one's going to go on, I believe, Matthew Flores.
Well, definitely help you out here if you can sink both of these. Don't take too much time off the clock as you come down the court here.
Caden Otterbacher, 15 points here tonight. Otterbacher shooting 71% coming into this one, although just 14 shots from the free throw line.
Nice.
And he got them both to go.
Yeah, 2 points in 54 seconds. A lot easier than 4 points in a minute.
That's right. But you got to get a stop here.
No, absolutely.
And that one poked out of bounds. Last touch by Carter Wolf. Blue Jackets looking to inbound. Matthew Flores with it. Brings it into the forecourt, draws the double team, and he throws it out of bounds off of Carter Wolf. Brody Holman into the backcourt for Flores. Poked away, stolen by Otterbacher. Caden Otterbacher ties the game at 52 apiece.
Wow.
And he draws the foul.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Wow.
I didn't hear the foul. I think we were yelling too much to hear the whistle for the foul.
And Flores is going to have to check out as it's just not his night tonight, Greg. And it's set. He's a fine ball player. He usually has. And that one's no good, but Rumback grabs the rebound. Senecas with it. Tie ball game.
Got to make something happen here.
28 seconds left. And let's see if Otterbacher gets a timeout here. Ardner had it stripped, but hey, they're going to.
He did get it in or no?
A foul called on Holman.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And that's going to give them the shots because they're already up to 5 here.
That's right. That'll put Kevin Ardner at the free throw line, and a timeout called by Dave Losey. And when we come back, Kevin Ardner will shoot 2 from the free throw line, where he has 6 of 13 on the season.
Oh, man.
So these are some big shots here for the young Kevin Ardner. But that's a wise timeout by Dave Losey. Ice the guy that's going to the line and make him think about these shots.
Make him think about how big these shots really are.
Exactly.
And not only that, but you get your guys prepared for, hey, he doesn't make these shots. This is what we have to do with, 18 seconds, I think, or so left on the clock. This is what we have to do.
Both teams with 1 timeout left here in the overtime period. 25 seconds left here in this timeout. Greg, if you're Tiffin Calvert, you're coming out of this timeout, what's the game plan? Obviously,
you got to nail these shots, obviously, first and foremost, and then you've got to play the best defense that you've played this entire game.
100%.
You got to be on them like glue after this.
Kevin Ardner. 2 of the biggest shots of his young career. And Coulter.
Whew. You see how quickly he pulled up with that one, too?
I mean, just cold as ice.
Yeah, you really get that feeling. I don't want to overthink this. I don't want to overdo this. Just You know what you do. You do this in practice. Just do it.
Oh. He gets one of two. Blue Jackets have the possession. 13 seconds. Holman cut off. Kicks it out to Jones. Jones pulls up from three. No! Otterbacher grabs the rebound and he's fouled!
Oh, man.
And that's going to do it for Goshi. As Reese Goshi called for the foul, that's his fifth. And his night is over with 14 points. He takes a seat. And that'll put Caden Otterbacher at the line. 18 points here tonight.
Yeah, and you've seen the shooting ability by both of these teams, so it's a great job defensively to create that pressure. You saw the shot was going to land short, and then an excellent job of getting the rebound there.
Otterbacher gets the first. And another timeout called by Dave Losey. Ice the kicker, right? I mean, the shooter. Timeout's brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let's thank our sponsors one more time for allowing us to be here, folks. Because, folks, I'm telling you, if you're excited watching this ball game, well, you wouldn't be if it wasn't for these sponsors right here, because we wouldn't be here. Want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, Studio Squared, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Buckeye IT Services, UIS Insurance and Investments, Plasonite 3D Printing, Mullins Entertainment, Heather Hunker, Travel Advisor with Magical Moments Vacations, 5-Star Maintenance, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Clouse Electric, Feasel's Frame and Collision, and Burns Electric. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Of course, Greggy, it's almost that time, Valentine's Day. Of course, everybody's thinking about what are you getting for your significant other? What are you getting? I saw some pretty neat offerings from Plasonite 3D Printing, our player of the game sponsor.
Probably lots of stuff that can hold chocolates for you, sweetie.
Absolutely. Head on over to his page on Facebook. Check out the latest offerings from Plasonite 3D Printing, as he's got a lot of cool gift ideas that you're not going to find in the stores. Otterbacher's second free throw, no good. And he nearly grabs the rebound. It's poked in the backcourt. There's no time. And the Senecas steal it from the New Riegel Blue Jackets. Wow. What a finish.
What a game.
I cannot believe what a ball game we had here tonight as the Senecas pull it off, 54-52. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be right back after this with a post-game show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. And don't go anywhere, folks. We'll have our player of the game interview brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments and Plasonite 3D Printing, coming to you next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Let Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacation, take the stress out of booking your next getaway. Specializing in family and group vacations, as well as adults-only trips, Heather can also help you with booking your dream destination wedding. Most trips are planned at no additional cost to you, and you'll have her support both pre-travel and in-destination with every step of the way. Book your next dream getaway now. Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
Buckeye IT Services is a trusted partner for cybersecurity, fully managed and co-managed IT support. Municipalities, financial organizations, and mature businesses turn to them to eliminate IT stress and enable growth. Visit BuckeyeIT.com today to start your partnership. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Plasonite, where imagination meets innovation. Unleash your creativity with precision 3D printing. Your ideas, our expertise. Plasonite, your 3D printing partner. At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Legacy Federal Credit Union, your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Let Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacation, take the stress out of booking your next getaway. Specializing in family and group vacations, as well as adults-only trips, Heather can also help you with booking your dream destination wedding. Most trips are planned at no additional cost to you, and you'll have her support both pre-travel and in-destination with every step of the way. Book your next dream getaway now. Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos. Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Plasonite, where imagination meets innovation. Unleash your creativity with precision 3D printing. Your ideas, our expertise. Plasonite, your 3D printing partner.
All right, and we're back here at Tiffin Calvert Gymnasium. We needed 5 periods to figure out the winner here tonight, but the Senecas come out on top, moving to 15-4 on the season, and more importantly, 13-2 in league play here on the postgame show, brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. And I'll tell you, somebody down there was nice enough to go grab our player of the game for me, and I'm so grateful for whoever was the person that went and grabbed you, because Caden Otterbacher, our player of the game, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments and Plasonite 3D Printing. Caden, who was the person who came and got you and brought you up here?
If it was a guy with red hair, it was Dr. Marinas.
Nice. Okay, thank you, Doc. Appreciate your help with that. It was just hard getting out of here with the pep band up here.
Oh, yeah, there's a ton of them. The band's pretty big, and they play pretty good.
Yeah, it was a great atmosphere, and I was telling Greg, it's probably the best I've heard this band in a long time. So what was the atmosphere like for you guys here tonight?
Well, we know since they're close, it's going to be packed, and we brought the energy, too, and it was just a really good atmosphere, and the band brought it, too. So it was loud, and everyone was pumped on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. And a Tuesday night game, you don't see very many packed houses like this one tonight, but obviously this is a familiar matchup for you guys. It feels like every time you guys play each other, this is kind of one of those down-to-the-wire kind of games. Now, the game earlier this year, you guys won by 10 in New Riegel. Do you think maybe there was a little bit of a chip on their shoulder coming into this one?
Yeah, it's not just with them, it's with everybody, but everyone tries to give us their best because they know what we can bring, but they bring it too, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Big time win here for you guys tonight. Now, there was like a minute left to go. You guys are down by 4. And Greg and I are like, man, got to get 4 points in a minute. And the way New Riegel was playing defense, I didn't know how that was going to happen. But you guys flipped the script and played a little defense of yourself, and you got that steal and the breakaway. What was going through your mind there? Like, what did you think had to happen?
If we didn't get something soon, we were going to have to start fouling, and that's never really a good sign. So we just had to try to get a stop before that they got it down to about 30 seconds.
And now Flores is one of their primary ball handlers with you on defense. Man, you really did a nice job of kind of shutting him down tonight. He only had 4 points, but, I mean, obviously it's a team effort. You guys had a lot of different guys contribute. Carter Wolf had 19 points here tonight, but you are not really one guy that likes to shoot the ball a whole lot. I've noticed when we were looking through the scoring and some of the statistics coming into this one, you know, you don't have a whole lot of shot attempts on the year. So averaging just under 5 a game, this is going to push that average up a little bit, I think.
Just
but
a little bit.
Talk about your mentality tonight. Was it you knew because they were doubling and triple teaming Gavin Wagner down low, you had to get it going?
Yeah, Coach Will always tells me that I need to look to score more because it gets other people open like Gavin. So when they're trying to take him away and I start scoring, they're going to have to help a little bit more off me so I can get the ball to Gavin so he can score. And not just Gavin, other people too, like Harry and Jacob and Carter.
Yeah, and you did a great job of that tonight. You're the facilitator. I always like to say you're the tone setter for this team. And tonight, they fed off of you. You know, you could tell everybody was kind of feeding off of each other, and they were keying off some big plays, and you just stepped up, man. You had a big game tonight, and that's why you're taking home the Player of the Game award now. You get to wear this.
Oh, I love WWE.
There you go. So you can wear that while you're doing the interview here. And, of course, every player of the game gets a Plasonite 3D printing gold cup. Now, don't put anything that I wouldn't drink out of that, but you can take that home, put it on your mantle, and then, of course, UIS Insurance and Investments has presented you with a gift card as well. Now, what size shirt do you wear?
Adult large.
Adult large. All right. Well, it just so happens I have one of those right there on top. So, this one, the last gift you get here, Heart of Ohio Sports Player of the Game shirt, and that one's presented by Heart of Ohio Sports as well as Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. So, a lot of stuff you get to take home, but unfortunately the belt's not one of them. But
so I'm sure you're feeling great right now after a big time win. Now Nate talked about being down by 4 with a minute, and you got the steal and you took it down there. And I know me personally, the whole gym erupted. We were shouting. I didn't even hear the foul call coming after that. So when after all that was going on and you guys got that and you got it put in, what was going through your mind then when it went from 4 points to now we only need like 2 points and we still got 54 seconds now?
That felt a little better. Wasn't still comfortable, but I had to focus on that free throw, but I'm pretty sure I missed it, so Dad's going to get me on that one.
I love that. That's the first thought in your mind is how I'm going to hear from Dad.
Yeah, well, you know who's not going to give you a hard time for it?
Grandma.
That's right. You know she's watching. Peggy, how we doing? Once again, outstanding game tonight, man. And you got any shout-outs?
Yeah. Not really, just my boy Luke Ware, our water boy,
Like
and
that?
Grandma Otterbacher.
There you go.
Awesome.
So once again, our player of the game presented by UIS Insurance and Investments and Plasonite 3D Printing, Caden Otterbacher. 19 points here tonight. Outstanding ball game, but most importantly, the win. And now you got bigger things on the horizon. What's the next big challenge? Obviously, you got to finish. I don't think you can lose another game the rest of the way if you want to try to challenge for that SBC. Yeah. But, Hopewell's got a tough matchup with Mohawk coming up. We're going to be covering that one. So there's a chance that, if things happen and you guys still could be there for a share of the SBC, you still got to take care of business, man. So what's next for you guys?
Just one game at a time, focus on Danbury on Friday.
There you go. So Danbury on Friday for Tiffin Calvert. But for us, we're going to be, I think we're at
Columbian on Friday?
Columbian, yes.
I think so,
Columbian, Norwalk on Friday, and then Mohawk and Hopewell Loudon on Saturday. Either that or they're flip-flopped, one of the two. I know
so, yeah.
We've got both of those games coming up for you here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Here in this, we've got 3 games this week, folks. It's getting close to tournament time. We're getting primed up and ready. Once again, thank you to Caden Otterbacher, our player of the game.
Thanks again. Great game, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up here. You're watching the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt-Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, and we're back here, Tiffin Calvert Gymnasium, 54-52, overtime. Tiffin Calvert takes the win, moving on to 15-4, 13-2 in the SBC River. What a ball game here tonight. I mean,
yeah, well, you talk about your back and forth, your evenly contested, whatever cliches you want to use for it. That's what we saw here tonight. And you look at it, you go into overtime. 2-point win. What more? That's textbook definition of 2 even back and forth teams. And man, what a game we got to see here tonight. I really, like I said to you there at the end, I'm getting nervous, Nate. This crowd's over here stomping on this side, stomping on that side. I'm like, I don't know. I can't handle the pressure. Thank goodness I'm not on the court.
Yes, I would have folded under that pressure as well. But one person who didn't, our player of the game, Caden Otterbacher, 19 points, most of those coming in the second half. As I believe he had 8 points at halftime, 11 points after halftime. Big-time performance by Caden Otterbacher, but mostly, I was
going to say, of those 19 points, I think 2 of the biggest ones coming right there with a minute left in this game.
Yes. And, the big thing for him, like I said, when we were interviewing him, he's not the scorer. He's not the guy that's going to fill up the scoring column for this team. That's not who they usually look to when they're looking for scoring. But tonight, he said, you know what? I see they're double teaming my guy down low. I see they're taking away one of our top scoring options, so I've got to step up. I got to take that role.
He said that's what Coach always teaches us. It's almost the cliche next man up mentality. But, yeah, if your scorer can't get the points in, everybody else got to step up around him. He absolutely did that tonight.
100%. Big-time win for Tiffin Calvert. And for New Riegel, what else can you ask for, Greg? This is just, they put everything they had into this one, all the chips into the basket. Dave Losey did an outstanding job coaching this one. The game plan that they had for this tonight, Greg, one of the best game plans I've seen against Tiffin Calvert. It almost completely eliminated Gavin Wagner from this game other than on the defensive end of the floor. On offense, they were not, I mean, they denied almost every time they tried to get him the ball down low. So
no doubt about it, and not to take anything at all away from New Riegel, but you could see when they came in tonight, they knew who their opponent was, and I believe that of the two teams, they looked to be the one that was dialed up to 11 here tonight. They brought everything and then some against Calvert, but just came up short there in the overtime.
What a ball game we had for you here tonight, folks. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. Thanks to all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here. Once again, we'll thank our sponsors one more time, and we'll wrap things up. Thanks to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, Studio Squared, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Buckeye IT Services, UIS Insurance and Investments, Plasonite 3D Printing, Mullins Entertainment, Heather Hunker, Travel Advisor with Magical Moments Vacations, 5-Star Maintenance, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Clouse Electric, Feasel's Frame and Collision, and Burns Electric. All proud sponsors with us here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. 54-52 was your final score. Tiffin Calvert over New Riegel. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Have a great night, everybody.